So many Nigerians have been waiting, especially political opponents, have been waiting to hear how His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi would react to the federal government's sentencing of Nnamdi Kanu to life imprisonment. Of course, he did not disappoint. Yesterday, on his official Twitter handle, he lambasted the federal government for such a life sentence at a critical moment like this in our national history. So, listen to the end to get a full detail of his critique of that death sentencing. That is what I am here to give to you. I'm going to give you a verbatim voice text or voice note of that um, press release he made yesterday. He was very, very bold. He didn't cower away. He was very, very bold, condemning the federal government's action, even though he knows this would jeopardize his chances of emerging as the next president of Nigeria in the next election. But Mr. Peter Obi was very, very bold, direct, and decisive in his condemnation of the federal government for the poor handling of Mr. Nnamdi Kanu's case, which led eventually to his sentence to life imprisonment. Here we go. Now he starts. The news of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's conviction should compel every well-meaning Nigerian to pause and reflect. This is coming at a time when our beloved nation is facing severe economic hardship, insecurity, and the consequences of poor governance. Rather than reducing tension, this unfortunate development may well only aggravate it. I have always maintained that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should never have been arrested. His arrest, detention, and now conviction represents a failure of leadership and a misunderstanding of the issues at stake. Rather than reducing tension, this unfortunate development may well aggravate it. For years, the concerns Kanu raised were not unheard of. The issues for which he demanded solutions were not insoluble. It only required wisdom, empathy, and a willingness to listen. In any functional societies, such grievances are met with dialogue and reforms aimed at strengthening unity. The government's approach has only deepened mistrust and created an avoidable distraction at a time when citizens are overwhelmed by harsh economic realities and insecurity. While some may insist that the law has taken its course, leadership often demands more than a strict mechanical application of the law. Nations around the world resort to political solutions, negotiated settlements, and even amnesty, when legal processes alone cannot serve the broader interest of peace and stability. Nigeria is not an exception. The handling of Kanu's case mirrors the government as a man trapped in a hole, but who, instead of looking for a way out, keeps digging deeper. It worsens not only the government's predicament, but also the nation's collective condition. If truly we desire a new Nigeria, a united, peaceful, and progressive one, our leaders must choose healing over hostility, reconciliation over retaliation, and dialogue over division. Only by addressing grievances with justice, fairness, and compassion can we move forward towards a future where every Nigerian feels heard, valued, and safe. My ultimate call at this time, without prejudice to how anyone feels about the decision of the court, is for us to be optimistic for peace and reconciliation, which will come in the end. I am also saying thereby that the presidency, the Council of State, and credible statesmen who love this country and who are interested in cohesion and inclusivity should rise to the occasion for a lasting solution. P.O. Yeah, that ends his speech concerning Mazi Nnamdi's situation. What do you think? Do you think he has hit the nail on his own coffin? That he has buried his own political ambition of emerging as the president of Nigeria? Do you think this will be used against him by political rivals? I saw on Twitter this morning many APC people, especially those from the core north, reacting that Obi has just proven that he is a tribal bigot, that he's not suitable to be a president. Do you think he made a political error by not sounding politically correct, by not siding the crowd against Nnamdi Kanu? Do you think Obi has done something wrong? Do you think his reaction is not well planned or thought out? Do you think he did the right thing? You can comment. Let me see your reaction. All right, cheers.